So as you can see, I've started digging the waterline trench. We're approximately 5 feet. Now I'm gonna have to go down and smooth all that out. I'll show you over here. So last night, I did a guesstimate of where the pipe was. I'm not sure if you can see. So, okay, you see my red mark? Just under those rocks, there was a pipe, and I literally made one last scoop and I exposed it, and I didn't touch it, but I exposed it. Unbelievable. I can't believe I didn't bust it. So as you can see, this material here is just sand. Look at it, eh? So you've got this type of rock. So basically this is ancient riverbed. I got the call today. I definitely have to have this machine back on Friday. I was really hoping to keep it for the weekend, but nope, they got a little job for it. It's booked in, so I have to make hay with that. Hi, Soph. How are you? Say hi to everybody. Sophie says hi. Okay, guys, it is 10 after 8. That took a little longer than I thought, but I did make it to the tree. All right, guys, well, that's it for me tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, welcome to burying the waterline. There's a couple tricks. It's easy right here because this is a very sandy area, but what you gotta do, you gotta get it kind of flat, and you can't have too many big rocks around it. Try to avoid that at all costs. So you just kind of push it down a little bit. Nice sandy area right here. And you just kind of make sure nice and flat, not too many big rocks. Now, look at this. Now what you don't want right here. Got rocks underneath, and you don't want this here because as you put pressure on it, it could kink it. So what I've been doing, you gotta go long, just gotta fill underneath. And then what I like to do, I like to put my weight on it, and then I just come into the side, just get some dirt on it. This way, if a big rock does fall down from top, it's got some cushion. You know, the rock won't come down and bury this pipe. Now, this pipe is extra thick wall. It's more expensive, but you need to really think about it. What's more expensive? The pipe or digging this back up because you got a hole in it? I went with the extra, I think it was like 150 bucks. So that's it. That's what we're doing. Be honest, this is not the best place for one person by himself to be. Look at this. Look at the crack. So that's giving away. Watch. it's just sand. Whew, right? Doesn't take much to knock the sand down. And the reason I'm doing this by myself, I noticed this morning before we left that, you know, it's already sloughing in. If I leave it another day, I do have help coming on Friday to help me do this, but can't wait. Too much is sloughing in, and trying to get an excavator back here is way too difficult because you got banks on the sides, right? So you can't dig in. So I just want to get this pipe down tonight. I have my phone in my pocket. If something does happen, well, I can make a call, hopefully, you know, and I'm paying very, very close attention. Like, watch this. Actually, that sand pile, it's got a really nice shelf or something right here. That's an old root. Interesting. Look at the root. Wow. Whatever that was deep. Look at that root, guys. You see that? Look at this root. That's pretty cool. How many hundreds and years old is that? Pretty neat, eh? Okay, well, enough chitter chatter. Time to keep on trucking here. Sand deposit, but they came all the time because it's gonna get more difficult up ahead here. So that, my friends, sail away pipe in the trench. Hey, good job, guys. Thanks for taking care of me and watching me. Holy cow, this was not the plan today. The plan was just to get dug up to where you were, getting this line in and covered. Extra bonus. To dry, I could spit sparks. So, with that being said, cheers. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to get framing on that. This dirt work, concrete work, sure is a pain in the you-know-what, but when there's water running in there, when we fire up that old generator, hit the pump, and we got a tank in there full of water when it's minus 30 or 40 out, we certainly will appreciate it. Right, Soph? Come here. Come say hi. Come here, Soph. Come here. Come to say hi. Who's that? Who's it? You say hi to everybody. My goodness, that's vicious. Good girl. I'm coming. All right, guys. We'll see you first thing tomorrow morning. So, you guys want to know the truth? Right back there. Right back there. You see that big underhang? Let's go have a look. I'll show you. So that came in right there, and I was standing right there. And you can see how undermined that is. Not good. Lucky. Makes you think, doesn't it? It's only a 5-foot trench. But if that landed on you, game over. Okay guys, as you just saw, I put this system together. This is a curbside valve shutoff. I'll show you that in a second. This is the T-intersection, so this is going to sit there like this. Actually, that looks like it could be too much of a slope. Anyway, this, when I put this in this pipe, it has to be plumbed. This is the exposed pipe, so we're going to have to cut it here and install that piece there, and then we're going to have to cut it over here and put that piece in. What we need to do now, if I cut this short, I'm toast. So we're going to go there, That's gonna go in there, and then we need to get this in here. That has to be plumb. So we want to cut that right there. Remember, measure twice, cut once. All right, there you have it. All right, let's go. Let's get this in here. Oh, shit, that's hot. Okay, that's a good connection. Okay, so now we need to be plumb. Let's get this plumb. So that's gonna sit like that. There. So that's pretty good. Okay, now let's get this clamp over here and tighten it up. Are we gonna be able to see that? I don't know. We're not gonna be able to bend this as much. Okay, let's see. I got an idea here. Okay, now a pretty good kink in this. Let's get this warmed up, and then that should just slide right in, hopefully. Just gotta get. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, let's get this on. Holy moly, that's burning my fingers. Where's my gloves? That was dumb. Okay. Hey guys, see that? That actually worked 10 times better than I thought it was going to. The connection. Okay guys, I've cut it this length. All we have to do now is heat it up and put it on there. And see how well I did. This up nice. So what I want to do, I'm going to put another end on the other's end, and we're going to pressurize this so when I'm backfilling I can keep an eye on the pressure. Okay, there we have it. Hey, there's a reason I put the valve here. I want to be able to turn the water off. This is going to, where I'm staying right now, there's going to be another cabin eventually. Or I can leave the fifth wheel here, do whatever. But I want to be able to turn the water off in here in the winter so that I don't have to worry about it freezing. So it's isolated from the cabin. So we have the water coming in from the well, straight through into the fifth wheel. Water at the T, heading over to the cabin. Valves here, turn it off, off we go. Let's go get the valve on the other end, and then we're gonna go put the water on, get everything fired up, and see if we have leaks. Together, I just heated it up, put it on the clamp, same process. This is a valve. This will be in the crawl space of the cabin. And then from there on, we go to PEX. Turn it on and see what happens. Let's go check. I don't think I've ever done a pipe where it hasn't leaked the first go. There we go. We're heading down. I don't see anything. Dry, dry, dry. No. Seriously? I'll meet you over at the other end. Let's see if we have water over there. Oh, would you look at that? It seems empty though. Gotta be careful, you don't want that kinky. Oh yeah, look at that. That's some serious water there, people. That's just as good as the fire hose almost. So let's go back and check and make sure there's no leaks at the other end. Dry. No. Hang on. What the heck? Dry. So far it's looking good. Oh, what a relief. Okay, time to get backfilling. So this here is the curbside valve. What'll happen, this hooks on down below. and you turn it. That goes on there with a cotter key to that piece on the valve. This gets buried. That's the top. But we'll show you that later. I gotta get backfilling because tomorrow night that machine's out of here, so time to move. This is what I got going on. I backfilled up to here. Just trying to get myself in there. As you can see, the pipe is right there, and I'm gonna come the other way and undermine it. So I just have enough reach to get into the hole where I dug yesterday, the backside. So we're gonna dig this over, up underneath that pipe, and we're gonna try not to break it. I think this will work. I foresee a little bit of hand shoveling in my future. Okay guys, what I did, I'll show you. I went down, I dug it out. I'm confident that the piece where I rubbed it won't leak. I just want to make sure it doesn't kink there. And I got to get it a little bit deeper. I'm just 4 feet. I want to be deeper, so have a look. So it's buried over there, it's going into the cabin, coming up. I can do a little more on the other side, but I want to dig this out. So I want to dig this area out right now, back to about here, and get where that shovel is, and get this down deeper. So that's the plan, because this is a driveway. The more you drive on something, the more you pack the frost down. If it was somewhere over here where I'm not driving on it, I wouldn't worry about it. But this is the most important part of the whole pipeline, to get it deep enough, because the more you drive on it, like I said, the more you pound the frost down. So hang tight, I'm gonna get there. Okay guys, I found the shovel, it was here. So what I'm doing right now, this down here will be low enough at this mark. That's about 5 feet right there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna slowly dig my way through and get it down deep enough. You know, there's no point saying good enough right now. In the middle of winter, minus 30, 40, I don't want frozen pipes, so spend an hour or two now, who cares? Now, let's have a look at where you can see right here, where I hit it. Let me know in the comments what you think, what you do. So, anyway, we're just gonna keep getting a foot. All I need is a foot, and we'll get it. Kind of sucks, but it sucks more if it freezes. So let's get to it. like a little redneck ingenuity.